I'll tell you how it started. I just got out of prison, actually. I was on parole. I had, spent 8 years there, 3 years in the hole. I'm out on parole. And I happened to meet a guy by the name of Howard Baldwin. Now, who is Howard Baldwin? He owned the Pittsburgh Penguins at one time, the hockey team. He was also a big film producer. He produced the movie Ray, a bunch of other films. Him and his wife, Karen, great people. So I happened to meet Howard. He's introduced to me by somebody, another friend of mine, and Howard wants to make a movie on my life. And I said, you know, Howard, I just got out of prison. I don't know if that's smart right now. I actually went to visit my parole officer, and she ran this down to me. She said, Franzese, you got a year left on parole. You violated once already. Here's what I'm telling you. Don't ask me for anything. Anything you ask me for, the answer is no. I just want you to stay in your house, do what you got to do, get past this, and get off the parole and go on with your life. So she actually did me a favor. So I said, Howard, I don't know if it's a good idea. He said, well, I'll tell you what. He had an office on the Universal lot right next door to Steven Spielberg's bungalow. He said, why don't you come there? You're on parole. He said, read scripts for me. He said, I value your opinion. We're doing some crime stuff, and maybe we'll get into doing a movie about your life at some point in time. I said, Howard, great. I said, what am I going to do for a year? I'll spend time with you on a lot. So that's what I'm doing. During that time, Howard says to me, Mike, I got a favor to ask you. I have another very dear friend of mine, and he got in some trouble. He's going off to prison, never been in trouble before, doesn't know what prison life is all about. I want to introduce you to him. Maybe you can talk to him, tell him what to expect, so on and so forth. I said, yeah, no problem. I said, who is it? Well, his name was Bruce McNall. Now, for those of you who don't know who Bruce McNall is, he's a very dear friend of mine now, but great guy. He used to own the LA Kings hockey team. And Bruce was responsible for bringing Wayne Gretzky from a hockey team in Canada. I forget which team he was on. I think it was Edmonton Oilers, I think. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. And he brought him to the LA Kings. It was a huge trade. And as a result of that trade, I would say that Bruce McNall is responsible for really making hockey, the NHL, what it is in America. Because bringing Wayne Gretzky here was a huge deal, right? But Bruce is a real mover and shaker, really likable guy, made a lot of money in the coin business at one point in time and dealing with certain things, moved into sports. He owned a Canadian Football League, I think. Big guy, great guy. Everybody that meets Bruce loves him. He and I become dear friends. I love the guy. That's Bruce McNall.